Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to the 50 weirdest laws in the United States of America, one from every state. Now, what got me thinking about this was I have a friend who lives in America, and from the information that she's given me, my understanding is that every state has different laws, which doesn't seem very united to me. And I find that a bit strange. But I thought, let's take a look at some of these laws. And I found this video, 50 weirdest laws in the United States, one from every state. So we're going to get into that. So if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Let's get into the reaction.
Hey, my name's Luke. I come from Pennsylvania in the United States, and we have some pretty weird laws here. And I got curious about what other strange laws there are, so we made a list of the 50 weirdest laws state by state. Here we go. In Alabama, it's illegal.
Just before we get into it, my friend, who I mentioned previously in the intro, she's actually from Pennsylvania too, so that's quite interesting. Let's start with Alabama then.
To wear a fake mustache in church that makes people laugh. In Alaska, you can't wake up a sleeping bear to take a photo. In Arizona...
Oh, we're going through these thick and fast. So I wasn't expecting them to be quite this fast. So let's just go back a minute. So in Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church that makes people laugh. I kind of get it. You know, people who are deeply religious, which I believe people from Alabama are heavily religious. Yeah, I can see how they would potentially make that a law. It's a bit of a silly one to me, but I can see how they would make that a law.
Church that makes people laugh. In Alaska, you can't wake up a sleeping bear to take a photo. In Arizona, it's illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub. I don't know how you got a donkey in a bathtub.
Yeah, why are you putting the donkey in the bathtub? Why? Why are you doing that?
In the first place, but to each his own. In Arkansas, you can't honk your car horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m.
Hey, you can't honk your car horn near a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? Why can't you do that? What's so special about a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. that you can't honk your car horn?
In California, if a frog dies during a frog jumping contest, it is illegal to eat that. In Colorado, you are not allowed to keep a couch on your porch. In Connecticut, a pickle cannot...
Why? I mean, I don't know anyone who does. I don't know anyone who does keep a couch on their porch, but why is that illegal? I don't understand the reason for that to be made a law. Were too many people doing it? Was it causing problems in the local neighborhood? You know, what was going on? I don't understand why that was necessary to make that a law.
In Connecticut, a pickle cannot legally be called a pickle unless it bounces.
Wait, what? Why are you bouncing pickles?
In Delaware, it is illegal to sell dog hair. In Florida...
We're going to be pausing a lot here, because these are going thick and fast. Why would you want to sell dog hair? What are you going to do with it? I mean, unless there is a reason for people to want to acquire dog hair, I don't know why you would be selling it in the first place. What's this? In Florida, if you tie an elephant to a...
If you tie an elephant to a parking meter, you have to pay the same parking meter dues that you would with a car. In Georgia...
Why have you got an elephant in Florida? Where did you get the elephant from? They're not native to Florida. And why are you Right, let me just go back to that a minute. You have to pay the same parking meter dues that you would with the car. Okay, so I get that an elephant is large, takes up a lot of space like a car does. That's fine. But why do you have an elephant in Florida, and why are you parking it in a car parking space? I don't understand. Why is that a law? Please, somebody needs to explain this one to me. Why is that a law? Where did they get the elephant from? What is going on? I don't understand.
meter dues that you would with a car. In Georgia, you can't keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket on Sundays.
What?
That's the
Why would you put it there? What? I don't get it. I don't understand why you would put your ice cream cone in your back pocket on any day of the week, never mind a Sunday. Like, why is it necessary to put it there?
Lord's Day. In Hawaii, it is illegal to stick a coin in your ear. In Idaho, it is illegal to give someone a box of chocolates weighing more than 50 pounds. In Illinois, it's illegal to fall asleep in a cheese shop. In Indiana, it's illegal to catch a fish with your bare hands or a firearm. In Iowa, it is illegal for one-armed piano.
Why can't you catch a fish with your hands? Surely that's more humane than sticking a hook through its mouth. You know, it's less painful for the fish. I know it's going to suffocate once you pull it out of the water, but you know, sticking a hook in its mouth is not in any. It's got to be painful. So surely it would be illegal to use fishing hooks rather than catching it with your bare hands. What? They're going after one-armed piano players now. What's going on here? Let's have a look.
In Iowa, it is illegal for one-armed piano players to charge money for their performances.
What?
That's just kicking someone while they're down.
If anything, they should be getting paid more. They're playing with one hand. They are playing the piano with one hand. They should get paid more than two-handed piano players. And for those of you that are familiar with the channel, I'd love to learn the piano. So, you know, I'm probably never going to do it, but it's just, you know, it's probably on my bucket list to do at some point. But back to this, just why?
Man, they already have one arm. Let's give them a little bit more money, you'd think. In Kansas, there's a poorly phrased law that states, if two trains meet on the same track, neither shall proceed until the other has passed. Getting philosophical. In Kentucky, it is illegal to sell dyed baby chicks unless you sell them in groups of 6. In Louisiana,
What?
it's illegal to send a pizza to...
So you can sell dyed baby chicks, but only if you sell them in a group of 6. That must be a joke. Well, you said at the end the group of 6 thing must have been a joke, surely. Let's move on.
To someone else's house without their knowledge. In Maine, you can't keep up Christmas decorations after January 14th. This is hilarious.
I'm all for that. I love Christmas, I do. But Christmas is in December. And people in my life know that I hate when I go to the shops in November or even October and there's Christmas stuff out. I repeatedly and make it very clear, I say it loud enough to make it very clear, it's not Christmas until December. So Christmas stuff in December is fine. But making it a law, I'm all for that. We should do that in this country because that is something that really bothers me, is how people don't seem to realise that Christmas is in December. And that's when you should have your Christmas decorations up and that's when you should celebrate. It's not in October or November or even January. It's in December. So that's when you should enjoy Christmas and celebrate it and have your decorations up. So I'm all for that one. I'm right behind you there, man.
I love this. You just have police come in knocking on people's doors being like, excuse me ma'am, it's January 15th. We're gonna have to take you in. You're being too festive. It's a new year, new us, okay? Number 20. In Maryland, though outdated, it is still technically illegal to wear sleeveless shirts in public. In Massachusetts, you can't own an explosive golf ball. In Michigan, women are not technically allowed...
Wait. Why would you own an explosive golf ball? Why is that something you would own? These laws are insane. They really are.
You can't own an explosive golf ball. In Michigan, women are not technically allowed to cut their own hair without their husband's permission.
Okay. All I'm going to say to that is 2023. Yeah, they have to come into the modern age. Women do not need men's permission to do anything. So I don't understand that one. Like, that's clearly an old law that just still exists, that was never taken out. I think it's time to take that one out.
Minnesota, contests where the point is to catch a greased or oiled pig are illegal. In Mississippi, it's illegal to disrupt a church service. and parishioners are allowed, may be encouraged, to perform a citizen's arrest on them. Actually, citizens arresting someone is my dream. That's my American dream. In Missouri, it's illegal to drive with an uncaged bear. In Montana, putting an animal on railroad tracks with the intent of harming the train or the tracks is punishable by a $50,000 fine or 5 years in prison.
What? Putting an animal on the tracks with intent of hurting the train? Is that what he said? Putting an animal on railroad tracks with the intent of harming the train. What are they talking about? Montana, you people are insane. What are you talking about? Putting an animal on the railroad tracks with the intent of harming the train.
Tracks with the intent of harming the train or the tracks.
$50,000 fine or 5 years in prison for putting an animal on the tracks to hurt the train. What? That has got to be one of the stupidest ones. It's got to be. I cannot get my head around that one at all. I cannot figure that out for the life of me. Why? I
is punishable by a $50,000 fine or 5 years in prison. In Nebraska, it's illegal for people with STDs to get married. In Nevada, it's unlawful to drive a camel down a highway. In New Hampshire, you can't collect or carry away seaweed at night. In New Jersey, it's illegal for men to knit during the fishing season. There's just some poor guy.
I feel sorry for... He's about to say it as well. I feel sorry for that guy who loves fishing. Who loves knitting, sorry. But because it's fishing season, he's not allowed to do it.
Guy loves knitting. Devastated every fishing season. In New Mexico, the state ordered over 400 words removed from Romeo and Juliet.
Right, I'm not much of a reader. I don't read. But William Shakespeare is a legend. An absolute legend. And you can't go changing his work for any reason. I don't care what your reasoning is. So you can't change somebody who is famous as William Shakespeare's work just because you don't like it, or for whatever reason it is. You know, it says there for being a little bit too unsavoury, but I don't care what the reason is. You can't go around changing people's work. You just can't.
Being a little bit too unsavory. In New York, it is illegal to take any pictures with big cats. In North Carolina, it is illegal to use elephants to plow cotton fields. In North Dakota, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. In Ohio, you can't...
Who's going to know? If you're at home, you got your shoes on and you just fall asleep, who's going to know? I mean, do they keep cameras in your house just in case you fall asleep with your shoes on?
Get a fish drunk. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that. Whew. In Oklahoma, you can't make glue out of dead skunks. In Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery. In Pennsylvania, it's illegal to catch a fish with your mouth. In Rhode Island, it's illegal to race horses on the highway. But if you do, it's only a $20 fine. So I'm not saying do it. But in South Carolina, a man over 16 can't seduce a woman by lying and saying he'll marry her. Women can't do it to men.
Wait, what? I was about to comment on that, and now he's saying that, and that's just throwing me off. That's absolutely throwing me off. So, in South Carolina, a man over 16 can't seduce a woman by lying and saying he'll marry her, but women can do it to men. What? But if he's under 16, it's okay. South Carolina, you're going to have to explain that one to me. Like, because it specifically says a man over 16 can't seduce a woman by lying and saying he'll marry her. So men under 16 can. So children can, basically. Can't seduce a woman by lying and saying he'll marry her, but women can do it to men. Over 16 or not. That's... okay.
Saying he'll marry her. Women can't do it to men, though. In South Dakota, casinos are not allowed to have signs that say casino. In Tennessee, you can't share your Netflix password. Good luck enforcing that one. In Texas, it's unlawful to sell a human eye. In Utah, it's illegal to ride a bike without at least one hand on the handlebars.
Alright, I just want to go back to the eye for a moment, because like I said, these are going quite quick, so we have to get in the pauses when we can to talk about them. But why would you want to buy a human eye? So I get the person who's selling it obviously wants to make money, but what would you buy it for? Are you going to turn into Thor? Are you going to put a new eye in? You know, what do you need it for? I don't understand.
Vermont, women need permission from their husbands to wear fake teeth. In Virginia, having sex outside of marriage is still illegal. In Washington state, should you be the person to confirm the existence of the species, it is illegal to harass or kill Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Washington state, don't harass Sasquatch. In West Virginia, it's illegal to whistle underwater. In Wisconsin, butter substitutes can't be served at...
Is that possible? Is it possible to whistle underwater? I need to know. Is it possible to whistle underwater? I've never tried it because I've never thought of it. I've never thought it was possible. I've never had to think about it. Is it possible to whistle underwater? Please, somebody tell me if you know for a fact. Because I don't see how it could be possible. So please, just let me know.
At a restaurant unless people specifically ask for it. Last but not least, we have number 50, Wyoming, where it is illegal to take a picture of a rabbit from January to April without a permit. Alright folks, that does it for today.
What?
I hope you...
You can't take a picture of a rabbit without a permit? You have to apply for that? From January to April. So it's fine after April. So after Easter, it's fine. Up until the new year. And then you have to apply for your permit. Why? It's a picture. But what's the problem? And okay, I'm losing brain cells with some of these already. Let's just get to the end.
January to April without a permit. All right, folks, that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like.
And that does it for the 50 weirdest laws in the United States of America. One from every state, and I've lost brain cells. I have. Just some of them just don't make sense to me at all. Like, why? Why do they exist? And whistling underwater, that's bothering me. I never ever thought that would even be possible to whistle underwater. I mean, does the sound still... The sound's got to be muffled, right? Because it's underwater, if it is possible. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments on some of these, because I just think they're insane. And if you guys know the reason why, or you have some kind of proof on some of these, like the whistling underwater, for example, please share it with me, because I would absolutely love to know. So, unfortunately, that's going to do it for this video today. So, if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. If you have anything you'd like me to react to on the channel, please let me know, and I will react to it. And I'll see you next time.